Hey, what's up, everybody? It's the Mad Hatter, logging back in, reporting live from the city by death of a thousand cuts. Um, I want to talk about this gift that keeps on giving. Um, this whole Black Lives Matter and the issue with athletes in the NBA and the NFL. Recently, there's this Colin Kaepernick controversy because he sat during the national anthem, and people are pissed at him, and people are also loving him because they're saying he's expressing his rights. Other people are pissed and are like, "Nah, man, you should, play the game. You shouldn't speak political. You shouldn't say anything about anything going on. Just play the game and keep your mouth shut." Um, and so now we have Jerry Rice, who's also a San Francisco 49er or a former 49er. So that's what, him and Colin have in common is that, they're both 49ers in the 49ers club, essentially. And Jerry Rice has decided to speak out, and he had these words to say. In a tweet, he said, quote, "All lives matter. So much going on in this world today. Can we all just get along? Colin, I respect your stance, but don't disrespect the flag," end quote. So, like, when I first saw this, man, I was like, you gotta be fucking kidding me, man. Like, Jerry, like, really? Like, I didn't know Jerry, like, was not very aware, I guess, of the issues going on. It's just, like, for him to say that as a black man in the NFL, like, we don't all have to think the same way, but it just shows me that he is a little bit disconnected from what's going on, which I mean, I can get why, because he's a guy with a lot of money, a lot of power. He's not in these same places that the rest of us are, and that's why I commend Colin Kaepernick for taking the stance because he doesn't have to be. It's very easy to not see what the average person is going through, and he's actually going out of his way to do that, even while playing in the NFL. Like Jerry Rice is taken away from the NFL. He's kind of on the outside looking in, and he's still not very aware of what's going on out there. So that's what's crazy to me, man. And another crazy thing is like how quickly we are to how quickly we choose sides and make things so everything so divisive. You know, a lot of white people were pissed off when Colin Kaepernick spoke out. Saying that I think that there's oppression going on, and until I feel that this oppression has been fixed, I'm going to continue to sit down during the national anthem. White people are mad at that. Then you got black people tripping out. That Jerry Rice is doing this. Calling him a coon and this and that. It's just like it's crazy, man. But I'm gonna break down this tweet really quick before this gets too long. And again, the first thing is like all lives matter. It's like, come on, man. That's what a lot of trolls use, man. A lot of trolls use all lives matter to shut down the talk of Black Lives mattering. It's not saying that, again, this is the last fucking time I'm gonna say this, but it's not saying that other lives don't matter. It's saying that, hey, we feel that they're saying that they feel as though the United States and the systems in place don't value black lives. So they're reminding people, hey, black lives do matter. But these people are trying to make it be like, hey, well, why don't you say all lives matter? Like, again, nobody goes to somebody's grandma's, someone's dying grandma's bed, and people are like, oh man, grandma, I love my grandma. No one busts in the room and is like, hey, my grandma, her life matters too. Why don't you get all sad about her? Like, yeah, we know, dude, but we're talking about our grandma right now. So that's essentially what Black Lives Matter is. It's like we're talking about our grandma. And then he says, can't we all just get along? Like, that's so ironic, man, because that's what Rodney King was doing when he was getting beaten by the LAPD during the LA riots. Like, he was a victim of that oppressive system that Colin Kaepernick talks about. You're like, can we all just get along? That's the point, bro. That's the point. And then he says, I respect your stance, but don't disrespect the flag. That's cool. Like, he put in, I respect that, but then it's like he put, but don't disrespect the flag. Like, come on, dude. Like, Colin Kaepernick's not disrespecting the flag, right? Like, the flag. First off, like, the flag doesn't give anybody any rights or any freedoms. It's a symbol, and it means something different to everybody. But what the symbol is that it actually gives Colin Kaepernick the right to speak out for or against the flag. That's the beauty in America, is we can speak out for it or we can speak out against it. But hopefully, it's because we want it to do better. And that's what Colin Kaepernick is doing. Like, it's like what is this thing disrespecting the flag? Like, again, like, our Constitution allows us to either bow to it or not to bow to it. And so he's choosing not to do that. And if you choose to do that, that's fine. So to tie this up as quickly as I can, this is a little weird to me because, like, I don't want to bash Jerry Jerry Rice too bad, so I try not to ether him too bad. But it's like, dude, either he's not aware of the issues Black people are facing, like to not know that all lives matter is used by like a lot of like super really right wing conservatives to discredit the Black Lives Matter movement and make them seem racist. For him to not understand that shows me that again he's kind of disconnected, or and which is fine, but you shouldn't really be speaking out if you're not aware, or he's just trolling like everybody else is, and if he's doing that, then he has every right to do that. But fuck him. I don't think he's doing that, but if he did do that, that's kind of sleazy. Um, and it's kind of like, dude, he's waiting until Colin Kaepernick has something to say, and then he's waiting, to be like, so okay, I'll put it like this: he's waiting for Colin Kaepernick to say something, and then he's speaking out against Colin Kaepernick. Kaepernick is speaking out against oppression that's going on, against police brutality and young Black men and boys getting shot by unarmed. They're unarmed and they're getting shot by police officers, and there's no justice. There's very little justice out there. So that's what he's fighting. That's what he's standing for. So when you take a stance against Colin Kaepernick, it's almost like you're saying, "Hey man, like we don't want to hear about the oppression, even if it's in my community. Just don't say anything and just bow your head and leave it alone." But it's like, Jerry, like if you're saying right now there's so much going on in this world, why didn't you say something earlier? Why are you just now waiting till Kaepernick says that? Like says something. Like I hate when that happens, when people do that to me. When like somebody's disrespecting me. I'm not saying that Jerry Rice is disrespecting Colin Kaepernick, but I'm like for one instance, in this instance, I had somebody like disrespecting me, and it was fine, like whatever. Like we were kind of getting heated in a heated conversation. I let them say what they had to say, but like as soon as they said what they had to say, and I jumped in to say what I wanted to say, like people were like, they jumped in and were like, "Nah, man, like don't say nothing, man. Just shut up, just leave it alone." But it's like, yo, man, like why are you now saying something? Why is everyone now stepping up to say something once I say something? So that's what I'm thinking about Jerry Rice is like, why are you waiting till now to say something? But this is getting long. I'm going to leave that there. Let me know what you guys think. If you guys like this, give it a like. If you don't like it, give it a thumbs down. I do need likes though. I would like some likes. And if you like this kind of content, go ahead and give me a subscribe, and I'll catch y'all next time.